Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast, The Hidden Power. I'm your host, Dr. Susan Koruthu, life psychologist and mind wellness coach. I hope you're all having a great time and please be safe, take care of yourself because we know the pandemic is really out there, so please don't go out very often, stay at home and stay safe. Today what I would like to talk is a particular theory that I use in my success counseling and coaching. You know that I'm a practicing psychologist and a mind wellness coach, and I do mind surgery, basically mental surgery I can say. And there are various theories and practices which are evidence-based to develop your psychological well-being and build your life in a best possible manner. So when people come for their personal success, so we have various methodologies and evidence-based practices to help them. In my services of last 25 years, I have come across many different people from different cultures, beliefs, practices, and different belief system, or they're working in different areas and they have different vision, they have different goals in life. Some wants to be successful in the business area, some wants to be successful in their family area, or maybe in a kind of their personal way. Whatever it may be, when we work with individuals who really wanted to be successful, there are various things comes to light. So based on my wisdom that I have gained from these people and, like reading or listening to other scholars and other gurus, I have developed a very beautiful theory which helps people to be successful and build their life the most successful manner, the way they want it to be. And this theory is the rise and shine theory. So as it sounds, you understand that it's rising from the current situation and shine wherever you are in the best possible manner. So the base of the theory or the foundation of this theory is life is nothing but demands and problems. Okay. So the foundation is life is nothing but demands and problems. So let me explain this theory in bit detail. This theory can help you to rise from your current situation, whatever it may be. Maybe you're in a lower position or you are in a okay position, and from there you wanted to, build yourself into the next level and the next level and next level. So we know that the life is a continuous process. It should not be, stopped anywhere. So you need to have a progressive life all throughout your entire, life on this planet. And this theory has got around 8 principles. And when you see these principles, you'll understand, how well you can apply this theory into your life. The first principle is failure is an integral part of your life. Or you can say that life is, nothing but, I would say, those moments where you may fail, then you get up, you run for the next goal, and again you fall down, again you get up. So I would say our life is a failure prone, and therefore you cannot avoid failure. So we are always failure prone, and we cannot say that we are always successful. Success can happen, but without failure, most of the time success is not that possible. So the first principle is, therefore, failure is an integral part of your life. And the second one is, your failure is important only for you and not for anyone else. So your failure is important for you, not for anyone else. For others, they are more concerned about your success. For them, your success is more important, okay? And the other people who are not, they don't like you or they have something against you, they may be happy about your failure, but it's not important for them. So your failure is only important for you because no one is affected by your failure more than you. So that's the second principle. So you need to look at your life in that way. The principle 3 is sambhavami yuge. That means whatever's supposed to happen will happen. Whatever's supposed to happen will happen is the third principle. So let it happen. Okay, let me understand what happens, and then let me have a clear idea about how things may happen to me. So I have to accept that whatever is supposed to happen will happen. And the fourth principle is pravruthiyami dhine. That means I should keep doing what I supposed to do. So keep doing what you're supposed to do. That means do your karmam on a regular basis without looking for how it's going to the results going to be, the consequences are going to be. You just needs to have your strategic plan is according to the strategic plan of your life. You start to work. The continuous daily work is required. You never stop working. So the third and fourth principle go hand in hand. That means sambhavami yuge and pravruthiyami dhine. That means whatever's supposed to happen will happen, and keep doing what you're supposed to do. So that is what those two principles together mean. And the fifth principle is there is no time constraint to rise and shine. There is no time limit. Nobody says that you have to do within this time. If you wanted to rise and shine at the age of 20 or 80 or 70 or 60, whatever it is, it's up to you. You are the one who is going to rise above your situation and shine. So sometimes it takes your speed, maybe slow and steady, and maybe you are fast and consistent and you wanted to achieve success more faster, the speed is slow. It doesn't matter. So what matters is that you consistently work towards, rise above your situation and shine into the maximum level. Now, the principle 6 is make use of your today wisely. Why you should make use of your today wisely? As your past created your today. So whatever you have done in the past created who you are today. It is not something that you created just now. No, the today has been created by whatever actions that you have done in your past. And interestingly, your today will create your future. So whatever you do today will create your future. So today is the key. Today is so much vital or important in your life, because what happens in here is that when you are looking at your life, you know that, whatever I had done so far created me this way. So if I want to have a change in my future, and I have to look at my today, and I need to act wisely. Now, the principle 7 is never surrender to your fears. So why you should not surrender to your fears? Instead, you have to face them and see why I'm afraid of something, because the fear means you are concerned. You care about yourself. You care about whatever that you're doing and how important something that you're doing for you. That's why the fear factor comes. If you're not bothered about anything, there is no need of fear. But that means you are concerned. But you can face them, but never surrender to your fears when you are in the path of rise and shine. And the principle 8, the last one, is accept your situation and be committed to rise and shine. That means whatever it may be, you should accept it. And now here I would like to say, when you are accepting, there are two things can happen. Either you may surrender to the situation and you just say, no, I'm surrendering, I surrender to my failure. No, you're not surrendering to your failure. You can accept the failure. I say, yeah, I accept the failure, but I'm committed to do something to come out of it and, get out of it and rise above this. Also, when you are dealing with your situation, you can get into a denial. That means, no, this is not because of me. This is not what I've done. Now, sometimes you say, when I'm not getting something, so I'll just get into a cognitive dissonance and say that, actually, so for example, if you're working towards achieving some real, wealth, that means I don't want a lot of money and I'm not getting that money. I may come and say that, I get into a denial process. So money is not everything in my life. There are a lot of other things. I have achievements here. I have success here. I have a good family. I have good friends. I have this life and that life and everything. But I would say these things are denials. You don't have to get into denial, but one time you fail, that doesn't mean that you're a failure. So what you need to do is accept and be committed to your success. You rise above your situation and shine. Now, these are the principles. So you know which foundation I created this particular theory and what are the principles that I use in this particular theory. And the application is interesting. So when you apply this into the, in a people's life, we need to understand that life is a continuous process. We sometimes say, you heard people say that the life starts with you and ends with you. But unfortunately, I think interestingly, it is not in that way. Because your life is a continuation of your previous generation. So people are created this life and the world has come to this far. Today, if you are doing something to the life, is a continuation of something has happened before. And then when you leave, you're just leaving that and the next generation will take it from there. So during your period as you start your period and you end your period and you live from this world. So when you apply your this particular theory, the rise and shine theory, you need to understand this fact that life is a continuous process. And this theory is applicable only if you take responsibility for your life path. That means the continuation of this life, you have a life path, okay? It has already been decided when you are born, okay? You will be traveling into these paths. And until the start time and end time, everything is fixed and which you are not aware of. So when you are given this life path, only one thing is certain, that the universe always designs your life path when you are born with various possibilities. It says that this is the path that you go, but various possibilities are filled in that path, and that has not been, decided by the universe. It says that there are a lot of possibilities, and which one you decide to take decides your life, how you are going to live. So, if the universe takes 50% control of your life, that means whatever's supposed to happen will happen. That's why I said the principle 3 is whatever's supposed to happen, it will happen. Sambhavami, yuge. So that means that is up to the universe, and 50% of the control universes always have in our life, but it has got this path put in front of us, that it has got all the possibilities, and you have to choose these possibilities. Now, there are two different life paths. One is fate directed and another one is self-directed. That means, one path is self-directed, another one is self-directed. So fate and self, these are the two paths you can see. And in the path which we call it as the fate-directed life path, what happens is that you don't take any responsibility. You just take things as it comes. So you lead your life as it comes. You're just, okay, I don't take any responsibility. I don't plan anything. I don't set any goals. I don't work anything. Whatever comes in life, I will take it, accept it, go through it, experience it, and I just lead my life, according to, what it, demands at that time. So, in this particular path, you may or may not achieve success. I'm not saying that you're not going to do anything. You may work. How you work, because the fate is giving you a particular path, you're walking it, okay, you fall into the a gutter, or there will be bumps and like very rough roads and everything. So you just travel, you accept it, and you travel, and everything happens according to the fate. You say that, oh, that's my fate, I have to accept it, I have to go through this. This is the way you will be living your life. So everything is fate. If you get a job, that's fate. If I don't get a job, that's again fate. Everything you consider as fate, okay? So in this path, as I told you, that you may or may not achieve success. It's up to the fate that you give entire thing to the universe. You take it. I'm not going to take that 50% of my responsibility. Now, in the self-directed path, life path, you accept the 50% of fate and take responsibility for the other 50%. You say that, okay, I agree that, there is a path already decided, there are a number of possibilities. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the 50% responsibility, which is entirely up to me to develop my life. So when you are making a decision to take this particular path, that I am taking responsibility, I also have equal responsibility to develop my life like the universe, because it has given me an opportunity. It has made me to born into this particular family as a child of this particular parent, to enjoy all these things, all this opportunity, all these things. Then there is something which I need to take responsibility and do with a focused hard work. So you have your visions, missions, your core values, your goals, everything you take, and you have a strategic plan for your life and everything that you do. But in this particular path, when you choose the self-directed path, there can be two choices, okay? There are two choices, two paths. You can again split into two paths. One is the destructive path, and there is a constructive path. What is a destructive path? It's very interesting. The destructive path is that I take my life and I am going to do whatever I like to do. I'm not going to think about what I'm going to achieve. I'm only seeking pleasure. So what happens is, I may engage in various reckless activities, maybe, like gambling and, like drugs or addictions and things like that. So that's the destructive, kind of life, which I am taking the action. So I am responsible for it. Now, the next one is constructive one. And this is where you are really looking at your life and say that how my each milestone and my each goals are achieved. And this is only where your rise and shine theory is applicable. So when you choose to live your life in a self-directed, constructive way, then only the rise and shine theory is applicable. So if you choose the destructive path, the destructive life path, you will suffer shame, guilt, and, pain and, everything. So if you choose the constructive one, you can rise and shine confidently. So I would request you to decide which path you would like to take. Now, this gives you some idea about how to look at your life and see how this rise and shine theory can be applied in your life. So, therefore, choose your life path wisely. Apply this rise and shine theory to rise and shine from your situation so that your light is visible to everyone. So, never ever fear failure. Never ever surrender to failures. Never ever surrender to not only failures, to your current situation, whatever it may be, and never live in denial. Just assess the situation, choose your life path wisely, and take all the possibilities that the universe has put in your life path, and use this rise and shine theory in your life, and I would say really live well, rise and shine. So investing in yourself is the best ever investment you make, as I always tell you, and your life is the best project you can ever work on. Listening to the Hidden Power podcast can make your personal transformation easy and flawless. Hope you enjoyed today's message. This is your host, Dr. Susan Koruthu. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, live well and laugh more. May God bless us all.